Hey, everybody. Hey, look, I don't have a name again.
I feel weird.
Look, you look like you're laying back.
I know, I'm trying to figure out what I can do about that. Just the way the sofa sits. Yeah, we're not going to do it on the sofa again. So let's just get through these handful of books and get it over with. Once again, don't have this week's Diamond books, so we're using last week's Diamond books, which didn't come in until Friday, to be this week's Diamond books. Diamond hasn't even shipped this week's books yet, so I have no idea when we'll get those. And I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of it here, but for those of you who like the inside baseball thing of the comic book industry, there's some major news that came out today. You may want to look online and look up the words Diamond in Chapter 11 to find out what's going on. But anyway, we will continue, as we have since 2020, to do our best to get you all the books you want on as timely a basis as possible. I'm optimistic in the long run that this might mean we can get all of our books in time for the day they go on sale in the maybe not near future, but not too long down the road. But anyway, we will see. I guess. Go ahead, Joetta.
So we'll start with this one. Look, it's The City Beneath Her Feet. This was a book that I recommended. It is a second printing by Chartier. She's the artist and author. But it's really a good story. So second printings are out. Just thought I'd share that with you.
Interestingly, this is one of the Diamond books that we should have had last week and didn't. The third printing was on last call yesterday, so I had to go ahead and order the third printing before we've had a chance to even try to sell the second printing. God bless Diamond.
That's the way things work. So we also are missing a box from Penguin.
Yes.
So we actually have a lot of short list. So we're actually jumping all the way to F.
But
we come all the way down to Finders Keepers, Derek.
The Penguin box is due to UPS.
It's not Penguin.
Finders Keepers. Okay. Finders Keepers one shot from Image Comics, a Horizon Experiment one shot. Comics powerhouse Vita Alaya and superstar artist Skylar Patridge reunite for a new type of action-adventure tale. Following a Puerto Rican reverse Indiana Jones, a thief stealing from museums to return artifacts to their native culture. It's kind of interesting. I like the idea.
I'm trying to get it so that my computer is glaring on the books, and I apologize for that.
When I was sitting in there, I just wiggled it all around the whole time, just so it eventually.
There we go. I think we got it.
Anyway, it sounds like an interesting idea. The Horizon Experiment.
They've been really good books.
I haven't had a chance to read any of them, unfortunately, but it's
basically. I read the Manchurian. I really enjoyed that one.
A bunch of one shots.
What was the other one that came out?
There was. Oh gosh, there was the one with the dirty word in it.
I did not read that one, but I read the other one and I enjoyed it.
Monsters.
Yeah, I didn't read that one. But I read the other one, but they have the third one.
Anyway, let's just keep going.
Moving on. We have a ratio variant. It's G.I. Joe number 3. This is David Nakayama's 1:10 ratio.
Nice. Nakayama there.
All right. It's time for another book from last week.
Green Hornet and Miss Fury number 1 from Dynamite Comics. When Marla Drake and Britt Reed meet, Sparks fly, and it's not just because of the bullets ricocheting around them. As their alter egos, Miss Fury and the Green Hornet, the two vigilantes have very different styles of crime fighting. When they both turn up to investigate the murder of beloved Professor Javier Mercado, they soon discover that they have more in common than they realized. Mercado was a mentor to both of them at different times, back when he too led a double life as the Silver Shrike. With each having a personal stake in finding Mercado's killer, Drake and Reed must learn how to work together to solve the case if they don't want to end up sabotaging each other's efforts. But there's another, even more compelling reason to join forces. Whoever killed the Silver Shrike is going after other heroes, past and present, and at the top of that list are Miss Fury and the Green Hornet. Award-winning author Alex Segura and rising star artist Federico Ceresa kick off the action in the finest noir tradition in Green Hornet Miss Fury #1, which has, as typical from Dynamite Comics, a ton of covers.
It's the Spears foil.
Mark Spears covers continue to be super hot on the aftermarket, jumping up stupidly right away.
We only have one cover of this, which I believe is because I made a mistake.
Green Lantern, Fractured Spectrum. It's a one-shot from DC Comics. Witness the wrist. I copy and paste, so witness the rise of the Fractal Lanterns. Following the events of the Civil War, the previous one-shot, a new era in Green Lantern mythology begins. Once again, Oa has become the epicenter of the Green Lantern Corps, bringing justice to the furthest corners of the galaxy. But a new threat has emerged. Beings that manifest uncontrolled parts of the emotional spectrum have randomly appeared throughout the universe. Dubbed Fractal Lanterns, Hal and a reformed Green Lantern Corps set off to police the strange new phenomena while I can't read the word phenomena and then do the while uncovering a sinister plot that could eliminate the very essence of sentient life.
He's found yet another reason why we can't do the setup like this.
Well, I mean, I can't read and make my
I love it. It's perfect.
That was the fault. I don't know if you're popular or not.
It's the only cover I had to show. So yes.
I know you said that, but I didn't use it as a foil. Okay, why don't I have the description for this book?
Howl? You missed Howl?
Evidently I did. I don't know. Somebody should fire me.
See, I forget to put books in the video, and he forgets to put descriptions. It makes it very difficult. But this is Morissette. It's going to be a 5-issue miniseries from Ahoy Comics. We do have a ratio variant as well. We have a 1 in 3.
All right, so Howl #1 of 5, as she said, from Ahoy Comics. Marry a science fiction writer. Become science fiction. That's the law of Greenwich Village in the 1950s, home of poets, artists, musicians, writers, and their put-upon partners, and the extraterrestrial spores that are secretly trying to take them over. Novelist, comics writer Alyssa Whitney mixes science fiction with family memoir, featuring stunning art by Morissette. I was randomly curious about how old Alyssa Whitney was, so I looked her up, and she actually is the daughter of a science fiction writer who grew up in Greenwich Village. She's not quite old enough for, I would say, the 50s. Well, it does say the late 50s, but even still, I don't think she's quite old enough for that. But anyway, I'm really curious about this.
We have another ratio variant. I Hate Fairyland #19. This is Scotty Young's 1 in 10 ratio. So cute. And then it's time for the one book I actually did get to read this week, and that is Jim Henson Presents, and it is different stories from the Jim Henson world, and I cannot recommend this enough. I am so excited that this is going to be our $2 off book, because this everybody needs to read this. If you like Dark Crystal, if you liked
Labyrinth,
thank you. And Farscape,
Fraggle Rock,
and Fraggle Rock. It's so cute. It's really good.
Jim Henson Presents #1 from Boom Studios. Unfortunately, the description that Boom gave us is super, super short. The iconic work of Jim Henson birthed some of the most beloved stories and characters of all time. Celebrate that rich history with this anthology of all new tales set in the worlds of Jim Henson from an incredible lineup of creators, including now incredible lineup of creators. I'm going to name 3 names that I have no idea who they are. Maybe y'all do. I have no idea who they are.
This is Godby.
But we got Shannon Waters, Cameron Chittock, Jill Tu, and more.
And this is Jorge Corona. That name I do know.
Well, that's the cover art, so that's not the.
I know, but I didn't know the
stories.
Godby. I didn't know.
But anyway, I'm very curious.
It's definitely it's definitely worth reading. Another Godby cover. This one's Floored. A Floored of the A cover, which is by Mercado. That is the unlockable 1 per store variant. All right. So we have an ending. That's right. It's Sectars.
Number 3.
Number 3 of 3. Warriors of Symbol. What is it? Warriors of what?
Sectars. Let's just go Sectars.
Sectars. But anyway, this is the pre-order bundle exclusive variant.
Warriors of Weather Warrioring.
All right. We jump to you, folks. That's right. It's Ultimate Wolverine.
That is a legitimate jump there. There's nothing missing in that. Just was that big of a gap. Not a lot of new series this week. There you go. You see that with orange. Ultimate Wolverine #1 from Marvel Comics, The Maker's Ultimate Weapon. From rising star Chris Condon and Moon Knight powerhouse artist Alessandro Cappuccino. Not really, Cappuccio.
Cappuccino.
Well, it looks like that. Comes the story of the Ultimate Wolverine. In order to maintain control over their corner of the Maker's world, 3 members of his council, Magic, Colossus, and Omega Red, deploy their most lethal asset, the Winter Soldier. But who is the weapon behind the mask? Dum, dum, dum.
And I have many more covers than we have description, apparently. This is Lee Bermejo.
Yes, Marvel.
And we have Steve Scotch.
Dynamite in
that
there.
Is the 1-in-25 ratio there.
Unnecessary amount of covers.
There you go. There's your Ultimate Wolverine. The new Ultimates have been really good. They've done really well. So definitely check out Ultimate Wolverine. Another finishing off. This is Space Usagi, number 3 of 3.
Space Usagi.
Who doesn't love a Samurai Rabbit in space? I mean, come on.
Samurai Rabbit in space.
How can you complain about that?
I feel like there should be something.
Time for a what if.
What if?
What if Galactus transformed Moon Knight? We don't have a description of what if Galactus transformed Moon Knight?
No.
It's a one-shot?
Yes, but we're not doing descriptions for these. It continues the series of what if Galactus turned various and sundry heroes into his what the heck is it called? What the Silver Surfer is. His precursor, not the word, his herald. There we go.
His herald. There you go. Wanted to share with you another Natees Games variant.
These Natees variants are just off the wall on the back.
For Marvel Rivals.
Sadly, we are already sold out of Storm this week. And only the 4 of them, I really wish Marvel had done more. Maybe they will soon.
It's time for my favorite book of the week. No, I don't know. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm super excited about it, guys. It's Zootopia!
This comes from Dynamite Comics, so we have a long description for this one.
And lots of covers.
Not saying it's enough to match all the covers, but we're going to give it a try. Want me to read slowly?
No, go ahead.
It's another beautiful day.
Just read.
I was reading slowly.
Yes, I actually hit him.
It's another, yeah, you saw that, spousal abuse.
We're not married. You can't count that.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that might make it worse. That might make it,
Yeah, really. It's just assault.
assault.
It's another beautiful day in the bustling city of Zootopia, where every animal is free to strive to realize. Don't do that, people. To realize their full potential. And one of the most successful of those strivers is Trip Zabrando, owner of the PB&J cell phone company. PB&J's high-tech devices are the must-have accessories for every species in town, and Trip is about to launch their latest model with a huge publicity event timed for the arrival of the first shipment of phones at the airport. Unfortunately, somebody has it in for PB&J, or Trip, or both. And the resulting sabotage threatens to bring the house down, right on top of the unsuspecting crowd. Luckily, ZPD's finest, in the form of officers Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, are on the scene, ready to keep the peace, or at least contain the chaos. But what they're about to discover in the aftermath of this seemingly isolated incident will lead them into a much larger and more complicated case. Acclaimed author Jeff Parker partners up with the renowned artist Alessandro Rinaldi to bring the captivating world of Disney's Zootopia to comic book life with this all-new mystery adventure. I think after this, you all realize why I typically let Joetta do a lot of the reading, especially when they're really long. But see, you had me talk too fast. I should have read slower. I would still be reading. Want me to go back and start in the middle? How about I go back to the beginning and I read every other word? Let's see how that works.
I only have one more cover, so no.
No.
Well,
Here, let's see. Hang on.
This is the 1 in 10.
It's beautiful in bustling of where animal-free strive, realize full, and of most of Striver's Trip, owner the cell company. I don't know, it doesn't seem nearly as informative. Maybe I've read the other words. Another day, the city, Zootopia, that's almost like a sentence, that makes sense. Every is to full, their potential. One, the successful, those is Zebrando of PB&J phone. Now, I think you need all the words. If you what you need to do now is take those two, just isolate those two sentences out and play them simultaneously in stereo, one in one ear, one in the other ear, and it'll make sense. But anyway, you give it a try. But that was all the new books for this week, right?
Well, we have books.
We have books.
I have books. Look, it's called Deep State.
You got to read the back if you can, because I didn't do books.
There are some things the government doesn't want you to know about. John Harrow's one of them. Together with his partner, Agent Branch, Harrow operates missions to keep the state secret. Exactly that. Secret. From the real story behind the assassination of JFK to MK Ultra and advanced military technology, Black Book agents Harrow and Branch are determined to make the public only knows what it needs to know. Everything else, horrifying or innocuous, is their problem. But when your file is covering up other people's secrets, how many must you keep from those close to you? Collects a complete series of Harvey Award-nominated writer Justin Jordan and artist Ariella Christiana in a single volume for the first time. Deep States number 1 through 8. And the back is all not detracted. What is it? Redacted.
This is from Boom Studios.
All right, so we got a new manga, Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent. It's actually kind of a normal name for a manga, really.
Well, I mean,
a pretty face can hide a wild past. Momose has always longed for a peaceful high school life. She wants nothing to do with hoodlums, delinquents, or troublemakers. When she meets Ichikura, an inconspicuous black-haired boy with glasses, he looks like a normal, nice guy. But it turns out that back in junior high, he was a nefarious delinquent. He keeps telling her that he's changed his ways, but he's still pretty quick to pick fights. Has Ichikura really turned over a new leaf? And will Momose keep quiet about his rowdy past? Will they? What will happen?
It is not shrink wrapped for your protection, so you know it is nice and safe.
It's two different covers. Okay, one's the real cover and one's the I don't remember which one's which. I don't have a back description, so this book is called Space Dragon, and I will show you the back picture. There's the Space Dragon.
Space Dragon.
And you can't see it because the computer is reflecting in it, and it's really bad. But it is wordless.
Oh, the whole thing?
I did read this one.
No, you didn't. You just said it's wordless.
It is wordless. It still counts as reading. It does count as reading.
Looked at this one.
It's still reading.
It's looking.
No, my undergraduate degree is in child development. It is reading. It's really beautiful pictures. It's a really interesting story. I'm not sure I quite follow it, but
After his habitat planet runs dry,
ah,
a gigantic dragon travels through space in search of a new water source with an alien bird passenger. But when he fails to find any drinkable water, the dragon must learn to push on through the unknown to avoid dying of thirst.
okay.
It's from Critical
The bird is a passenger. That makes so much more sense. Okay. I didn't see them leave together. I didn't grasp that concept.
I think you need maybe a little bit of exposition to a few words to give you it's written by. What you said there are no words, so who no plotted by maybe thought up by.
There's the dragon, and there's the bird companion. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It's got really nice art. So an interesting concept.
That is a giant. Jeez, they're really.
They make and we have one 3D item. Let me get it. Hang on. It's hiding over here. Which is going to be a series, right?
There's at least 2 of them.
His funny thing was this came in, and whatever day it was, Thursday, Friday,
whatever.
He was looking at planning to order the next one, and I said, I think it's really pretty. Order it. It is. And oh, Lord have mercy. Spider-Verse. No statues were harmed in the filming of this. Into the Spider-Verse. And we're starting off with Miles. And the next one is Spider-Gwen. So we know there's at least Miles and Spider-Gwen.
The glare is obviously
it's horrible.
But you really got to come in and see this.
You really do.
Cool looking multiverse statues. Let's not worry about that now. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
I got it.
Or not.
I want you to see it. You've got to come in and see it. But
that's why I didn't come in.
It's really cool.
Just read the books too, and hear on the video. They wouldn't even come in.
It's well packaged in there, boy. It's not very big, really, but it's so cool looking. The glare does not do it justice.
No, it looks much better out of the box. I give you that. I like the book caught up in the the multiverse oral.
And it's his journal, so that's Spider-Gwen there that he's drawn a picture of, because he's got a little crush.
Just a little
crush. But they're super sweet. It's about the size of my head.
Given the cost of plastic in 2025, I mean, it's really not a bad price for that size.
Mm-mm.
I mean, yes, the figure himself is, I guess, maybe a bit on the small side, but the overall statue, it's way cool looking.
And I love the way they did the Through the Spider-Verse. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what it looks like when he goes in the car. Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for us, guys. Come see me tomorrow.
Come see Joetta tomorrow. Sammy, Kat. I'll be at work. Don't see me. But anyway, and yeah, have a good one. And comment below if you like the way we did this video, if you want to see us do it on the couch again. Not happening on the couch again. If you do, it'll be you alone. And anyway, on that threat, I will hit end stream.